Sup, dog? It's that time. Tier list time. I have been playing the finals for about a month. I started week one and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. With the help of the viewers and the community, my first week was fine because they veered me to better weapons than the weapons I wanted to choose. However, there's some weapons that I just really like because they're just easy for me. There is going to get a point where people say this is the meta and you should pick this. You might win a couple of times, but the majority is you're just losing. You got to think about different factors. Play style is one of them. Your dexterity with your mouse, the micro and macro plays that you do. And if you take all that into account, you ask yourself, what are my limitations as a player and what tools can I have as a player to get to my end goal? For me, I like things that are brain dead easy and that can hit hard. So I'm naturally going to go to those things. This isn't a tier list that's the best of the best or the worst of the worst. This is a tier list for anybody who's a huge noob. They just got into the game and they're like, what is cash out? What is this weapon? What does this do? This tier list is for the noobs so they can stop being retards and go from zero to hero. I took all the punishment from trying all these weapons out so you don't have to. I just quickly Googled and found the weapons tier list from Tier Maker, and we're just going to use that. And I quickly changed it from S day one. So this is basically the best things you could pick day one if you have no idea what you're doing. A, the things that are actually good. You've put the time and effort in, which none of you guys are going to do. Let's just be fucking honest. And then B is all the meh weapons. The weapons are like, they're not good, they're not bad, they're just there and they get the job done. And C is just ass, okay? And D's for dicks. It doesn't fucking matter. None of this shit matters. In no particular order, we're going to start from the best of day one. And it's going to trigger a lot of you guys, and you're just going to be like, wham, wham, wham. And I don't give a shit because I have a month of data from just a newbie. So again, if you're a top tier guy, if you're like LH1 or the Yogi Bear guy, or you're Enko or Epo or whatever, if you're a top, or even if you're John Finals, I don't care. Your tier list is probably 100% accurate with no problems whatsoever. But for my tier list, this is a tier list for the retards, okay? First thing out of the bat is going to trigger a lot of you guys, but it's going to be dual blades. I even have to laugh at that, dog. It's going to be dual blades, spear, sledgehammer, sword, riot shield. And we're going to move this. We're going to move riot shield to middle, spear at the end, sledgehammer there, sword a little above sledgehammer. If you want to be a day one pro in the finals and you're just a retard and you're fighting against other retards and low elos, this is what you pick. You pick melee. Now you might be asking, why melee? Why not the M11? Why not the sniper? Why not the F car? Yes, those are really good, but this is a tier list for the people who don't know what they're doing. They have no skills. They don't have godlike South Korean Twitch accuracy. They have none of that shit. This wins. And my evidence is every time I make a short or a video that's to deal with dual blades or riot shield, 10 out of 10, I get a lot of haters saying, oh, it's criminal. You suck. And it's just me winning with it. Now, I wonder if I get a lot of kills with melee and people are giving me hate mail, I wonder if they just hate the thing that they're fighting because they can't beat it, which gives me a data point that this is probably really strong. And the thing is, it is strong. So dual blades and riot shield, if you right click, you bring up the shield this way and you bring up the swords this way, and it blocks all bullet damage. It's so strong. Let's say your opponent is super good with the F car and he's looking at you with his F car and you have a shield. Guess what? Nothing happens to him. And if you're dual blades, you get to reflect the bullets back at him. So basically, you just nullify his one source of damage, which is the F car. Now he has to resort to throw a nade, or he has to get close to you and try to elbow you, but you're going to win the melee fight because you have swords or the riot shield's got a club, and he's going to get very frustrated. And when you do go in those melee fights with the F car, he's going to be like, oh, maybe if I get close to fake him out and then go back and shoot. But this whole time, all of his energy is on you. You have two other teammates in cash out, so they get to go flank him and shoot him. The more they give you attention, the more your teammates could just win. I post a CL40 short on Instagram and YouTube, no hate mail. Just like, oh, cool explosions, man. I'll post a Matter or a Shack 50 or a P90 or a repeater. I'll post any other gun, no hate mail. No bad comments of, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you're gay. None of that shit. But if I play swords or a shield and I upload that, I have a list of just haters who just spurg out. And that tells me, okay, if they're spurging out on my wins with this tool, that probably tells me the tool's so good that it just makes people angry. I'm telling you, day one, you're going to be really, really good at the game, but everyone's really going to hate you. Let's just be honest. They're going to hate you, dog. They're going to hate you. Now, the sword has no reflectability, the light sword, but you get to go really fast and you zip around like a mosquito. Sledgehammer, the overhead is like almost a one-hit kill against lights. It's very strong, also destroys buildings. And even the spear. The spear's got an AoE secondary, and it's good for a long-range stab. But it's like, it's spear. It's technically, if this was a real tier list, spear will be bottom tier, okay? It's a melee, there's better melee choices. Spear is garbage. If this was a real tier list, spear will be bottom double F, okay? It'll be in trash tier. So yeah, if you want to be a menace day one and it's from 0 to hero, pick dual blades or riot shield. Get yourself accustomed to the game. Learn how to deflect and reflect and just be a nuisance. Just be a menacing presence. Now, if you want to be a slightly better at the game and not have so much hate, the next item is the flamethrower. The first time I played flamethrower, I thought it was trash. Because a lot of people play flamethrower, they're trash. And I'll be shooting them with a P90, and I'm just like, man, these guys suck. Their only threat is if they get close, and then they're not going to get close because I'm going to shoot them from far away. However, the flamethrower for heavy, first, you're heavy. You have a lot of health, and the heavy has really good tools. The best tools the heavy has is winch, lockbolt. Lockbolt is super strong. RPG, C4. C4 is pretty fucking good too. And anti-gravity cube. So as heavy, you have a winch claw. And winch claw is basically, your scorpion, get over here. So if they're running away from you, you could reach out with the winch. It'll get out to like make out range. And then you just unload your flamethrower. And it's just, the hitbox is crazy. I went to training mode and I have that little dot right here. And the guy's here. And he's dead, right? The guy's here. And I have my dot like here. Because of the big AoE of the flame, it hits this guy from that far. It's crazy good. You don't have to aim. Like, you do have to aim, but you really don't have to aim. So this is like, if you're brain dead retarded and you have a flamethrower, GG's, you're a threat. Now, as a threat, again, you have winch claw, so you get over here so you can burn them quicker, right? RPG, in case they're very far away and you burn them, but they're running and you want to catch them, just blow them up. You can also use this as a pseudo sniper, and you only get one shot, so good luck. But the biggest combo is lock bolt. Lock bolt is so good. It refreshes when you use it. The cooldown is very short, and essentially you shoot it for like a few seconds. If anybody's nearby, a chain goes out, and they're restricted to that area, and that's super good as any melee player. However, the flamer is super strong. Because there are some rounds where I'm playing against a triple light team, and all you have to do is shoot one lock bolt while they're close together. They can't run away. And as a heavy, you just go in with your flamer and you just flame them. They're dead. You could kill a whole team by yourself with a flamethrower and a lock bolt. And if you get able to kill a whole team by yourself, that sounds pretty strong to me. Now, again, if you're talking about meta, FCAR, and you're against the pros, and it's $1 million in grand finals, I probably wouldn't bet on the flamethrower, dude. Let's just be honest. The role of a flamethrower is basically a dive. You got to like dive in and deal your damage. And the heavy has many tools for that. The C4 is also good for just stalling. So you put on one of those ATMs, and they're trying to steal, you blow it up, and it makes a hole, blah, blah, blah. And anti-gravity cube is also strong as well. It basically makes the gravity go, and then those are just stall tactics. But flamethrower, winch, RPG, and lockbolt even more than the RPG. Yeah, it's basically flamethrower, winch claw, lockbolt, and RPG. This I always have in my loadout. It's so goddamn strong. And again, also even mediums. If there's like, usually when you play cash out, there's like triple mediums and they have triple revives. You can't revive when all three of you are dead, and it's it's so good. The only thing is heavies. Heavies, you can't really just kill 3 heavies with just a flamethrower, but you could get them down to like 25% health, and then your 2 teammates could just shoot them in the face. As a flamethrower, you're basically a suicide bomber, but with extra steps. And if you get your mindset around that, then you'll go very far in the finals. Now, another brain dead thing that you don't even need to think. It's already innate. It's already inside of you from years of playing shooters. It's anything that explodes. CL40, dog. CL40 is technically day 1 top tier, and I'm going to put this right here next below the flamethrower. It's better than the melee, only because you don't get that much hate for it. CL40 has like 5 shots, and then you shoot. It's an instant blow up, and it doesn't do that much damage, but 3 or 4 kill like a light and medium, and you don't have to aim. Flamethrower is better, but if you want a little more range, CL40 is better. And that brings me to MGL, man. MGL is a little bit above the CL40. Again, the only reason why it's above the CL40 is because you're a heavy, and you have all the powers of a heavy. You have lockbolt, winch, RPG, C4, anti-gravity cube. You have all the tools of a heavy. The difference is this isn't an instant explosion. You shoot it, it has a few seconds of delay, and then it'll explode, which means you have to use your ceilings and your walls to make it bounce and then hit the opponent. Again, with these are explosive, and you really don't want to shoot yourself in the foot with this, right? In order to make sure you don't die, with the medium, you're kind of just screwed. You just have your elbow. You just elbow melee. But with the heavy, a reason why this is above is because you got charge and slam. Charge and slam and MGL 32 go hand in hand. They get really close to you as a light, and you want to shoot them but not kill yourself. You just tackle them as a linebacker, and they're fucking dead. It's so stupid. It's so easy. It's not the best strategy. But again, if you're day 1 retard, this is the best you got. Another day 1 retard gun is the V95. The V95 is so good, dude. We're going to put this above, we're going to put this right above the MGL 32. V95, dog, all this shit is the V95 is just a hit scan weapon. You shoot at that little red dot, or your iron sight, the damage is received. That's all you got to do. You just point and shoot, point and shoot. It's as fast as you pull the trigger. If you pull the trigger fast, then this gun's great. This gun is good close, medium, and far. Now, is it optimal far range? Probably not. But treat it like a mosquito. You're just throwing small little hit scan dots, and the opponent's got to move because he realized, oh shit, I'm going to get tagged all the time. The V95 is like a true hit scan weapon. You treat this as a mosquito, and since this gun belongs to the light class, you'll just zip zap and a zoop like Sonic the Hedgehog with a gun, and you'll be fine. If you want a day 1 gun that's not going to give you a lot of hate, but it's actually kind of good in the meta, it's the M11, dude. This gun is stupid good. It's even better than flamethrower, dude. Not only is the M11 good as someone who's just brand new to the game, knows nothing about meta, know nothing, the M11 is king. Because first of all, it's an SMG. It's an SMG. It's supposed to be a dive to mid-range weapon, but you can shoot it from far range. I mean, you could. It's not good, but you could. And this gun belongs to the light class. And I've seen so many people that are just like, they're just horrible players. They have no game sense. They don't check their six. Whoever's back there is just fucking them for free. But they shift W like crazy. And they shift W with the M11, and they get right there where you're making out, and they just unload. They just unload. And they win because it's the M11. It just does good damage. It does good damage. It's a good on the reload. It is brain dead. Now, is it more brain dead than the flamethrower? No, the flamethrower is king of the rereads, okay? But the M11 is like really up there. And also, it's kind of strong in the meta. Like, I've seen a lot of top players play this gun as well. So if you don't want to be a hater, if you don't want people to hate on you for melee, but you still want to be like, kind of pro, but not really. You just play the M11, dude. The M11's fine. Now, another brain dead weapon, and I mean a brain dead weapon that is even better than the M11, is the Shack 50. The Shack 50 is better than all this shit. It's meta. It belongs to the heavy class. So you're a big fat fuck with a lot of health. You have access to the RPG, Winch Claw, Lock Bolt. You have access to all that nonsense. And this gun, it's good from far range, mid range, and close range. Most people, they just do, if you don't know anything about this game, you just do Shack 50 and Winch, and you throw some shots, and then you get over here with the Winch Claw, and then you throw some more shots. You don't even have to aim. It'll be nice for you to aim, but you can just hip fire. It's a weapon, dog. This is a brain dead weapon, the Shack 50. And it's meta. Everybody plays this, even high level. So if you want a gun that's easy to pick up and it's good in almost any range, the Shack 50 is your king. Now, what's the con? The con is there's not a lot of bullets in the mag, so you're going to be reloading a lot. But you're going to get a lot of kills, so it doesn't fucking matter. So up next, we have the F-Car, dude. F-Car is up there. I'm putting it right below M11 because F-Car's tied to the medium class. And I don't think the medium class is good for newbies. Lights usually are just better for newbies and heavies. Because lights, you can just shift W like crazy, and a lot of new players like to just go, 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 go. And then heavies are just fat fucks, and as fat fucks, they have the privilege of just having a huge health pool, and you can make more mistakes, and that's just really nice for newbies. Now, the medium has none of that. It's not fast unless you use jump pad and zipline and bullshit, and it's not hefty. It's got more life than a light, but it's not a heavy. So because of that, it's third after the M11 and Shack 50. But the F-Car, it just burns, dude. It hits hard. It's technically the opposite to the AKM. And I'm putting the AKM right below F-Car. They're literally the same gun almost. Basically, the AKM is better for hip fire from close to mid-range, and the F-Car is technically good for mid-range to far range. It just shreds. Every time I see a medium player, they're either playing F-Car or AKM. And when they play the F-Car, they get more kills than the AKM. And those are some of the most stupidest people, dude. Now, Shockwave, I am going to put A if you're pro. If you're pro, Shockwave's actually good. It's like this little like Kamehameha blast ball that when it hits, it just pushes people away. So you can use it to stall the cash box. You could do that to get somebody to fall off the edge of a building and die. You can even use that for you as speed. So you could just run and then shock the ground and it'll propel you further. That's really cool. However, anybody who uses a shockwave and you're not a pro, you're fucking garbage. I see you killing yourself. You do that, you're like, oh, I saw this cool thing where he does a shockwave and then he spins around and gets a headshot and like, oh, that's so cool. And then you do it and then you just fall off. You fall off and then everybody looks at your kill cam and says, wow, look at that fucking retard. Every time I see a shockwave, I see an F-Car and an AKM and they have like 20 kills to their name. Another thing with the shockwave is the shotgun. And the medium shotgun is the model. And the model I'm going to put right below, higher than the MGL and below the V95. And the reason for that is that the V95, you just go blah, 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 reload, blah, 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 blah. And you don't have to think with that gun. With the model, you have to shoot, use the lever, and then shoot, and then use the lever, and shoot, and then use the lever. And then guess what? You're out of shells. So then you got to like put them in, and that takes a long time. So for newbies, they might get a little scared because of the long reload time for the model, and they might be scared because you actually have to aim with this gun. I know it sounds crazy. It's a shotgun, but it's not like a shotgun that has a huge wide like blast radius, so you just shoot everything. It's a good spread mid-range. It's a mid-range poke tool. Can you shoot it close up? Yeah, but you got to be really in make-out range. When you're in like non-make-out range, but really close, the spread isn't big enough to hit your enemy. You just have to hold that shit. On the first week of playing the finals, someone said, try the model, and I was playing the model. I was like, oh, this gun's easy. Not only that, I saw a shout out to Shooty Tang. Shooty Tang is an Arc Raiders player. When I was playing the finals, like, oh, dude, you play this game? Because we randomly matched up. He was playing the model, dog, and he doesn't even play this game. He had like more kills than I did. And I'm like, is the model that good? And he's like, oh, I don't know, but I like it. And this guy is just like, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. I've played with him in the finals. I played with him at Arc Raiders. You can check out our collab later. But the back of my head, He's an Arc Raiders main. He only plays Arc Raiders. He plays like the finals like once in a while. So if he plays a game, if he barely touches the finals games, but when he does play, he plays the model and he does good, that tells you a lot about that gun. So I think the model is right below the V95 as a day one newbie gun that you'll actually be decent at the game. The next thing is the heavy shotgun. I'm putting that right below the model and above MGL. Technically, it doesn't fucking matter. They're both whatever, but the SA-12, it's basically the heavy version of the shotgun, but it's the die version. So you have to be in that makeout zone to actually deal the damage. And it's got a good spread. When it's far out, you don't get much damage. But again, your tool is winch. If you have winch, you pull them over, you just blow their face up. It's amazing. Next up is the XP54. We're going to put that above the V95. XP54 is just it's a full auto. It's like an MP5. It's sick. It's good for far range, good for mid range, good for close range. It's not as brain dead as an M11, but it's more versatile than an M11. If the M11 is dive, this is the weaker brother, but is good for everything. And then right below that, I'm going to put the 93R. A 93R, it's just a 3-round burst. It's kind of like a Beretta 92, but it's called a 93R because probably, I don't know, fuck. But this gun is just like 3 shots, and it kills like a light. It's super easy. It's quick. It's good for mid to far. You can even use it close, but I believe it's good for mid to far. And you can just pick this up, you just shoot, and then you're fine. Now the other 2 brain dead, you don't have to think, this is perfect for noobs guns. For the medium is the crossbow. And the crossbow, I'm going to put right below the flamethrower. Actually, no, I'm going to put it above the flamethrower and right in between the FCAR and the AKM. This hip fire, it's weird. It's got like this weird projectile hitbox where if you just hip fire it, but you're not really aiming at the guy, but you're kind of aiming at the guy, the bolts just magically go. I don't know what it is. It's elven magic. Elven magic with modern day technology, dude. And you can also try to shoot it from far away, and it does relatively good damage, especially against heavies. Every time I play the crossbow, I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage. I always feel like I'm equal or better than my opponent. The other pick up and play option is the P90. It's like an AKM or FCAR, but it's the die version. You got like a bunch of bullets. You just go up and you just unload, and it's frankly, there's nothing to think. You just hip fire and aim down sights, and you just throw bullets, man. Speaking about throwing bullets, the Lewis gun. The Lewis gun is also super fucking brain dead. We're gonna put the Lewis gun below the flamethrower because again, this tier list doesn't fucking matter. But the Lewis gun, it shoots a lot. It reloads quick. It's just there, dude. Like if you want bullets as a heavy, like there you go. And I've never felt outgunned when I played the Lewis gun. And hell, why not? Let's throw the fucking FAMAS in there. The FAMAS used to be really, really strong. It's technically not as strong anymore because they nerfed the hip fire. But I play this sometimes, and I'm like, all right, it's cool. We'll put the FAMAS below the SA-12 just to piss people off. Also, for day one, we did some abilities, but the abilities were kind of tied to the weapons, like, you know, Shockwave in the model. It's really good. You can like throw a ball and you shoot people in the face. You know, Winch Claw into Shack 50, super easy and brain dead. Charge and Slam, it's paired with the MGL, but literally you just do any heavy weapon and just, you know, tackle people like a linebacker. But just to finish out the tier list for this, cloaking's good for day one because it just hides you as a light. It's the light's ability. You become invisible, you stand still, and people run past you. It's super easy. And then when they run past you, you turn around, you shoot them in the back. You get a lot of free kills that you never deserve with this ability. Evasive dash, if you're pro, this shit's godlike, but you're not pro. It's day one. This is how newbies play with the dash. They'll run into a wall, get embarrassed, and then run to another wall, get embarrassed, and then try to run to an opponent to compensate and say, hey team, I'm actually fighting, and then you're dead. It's stupid. Don't play it. Play cloaking device. Play cloaking device noob so you can just disappear. And then when you do, you know, lose, nobody has proof because you're fucking invisible. Thermal vision is in D because I think that they're reworking on it still from this video. Turret is very good day one newbie. You just, as a medium player, you just throw a turret down and the turret does the work and that's it. Is turret viable? Not really. I mean, kind of. I think shockwave's better and healing beam's better, but you're medium, so who the fuck cares? DMAT is like really, really good. It's literally like if there's an opponent behind a wall, you use DMAT to just take the wall away, and then you get to shoot him through the wall. That's pretty strong. Also, you use it to run away. You just like DMAT a wall, go through the wall, close up behind you, and then you just feel good because you ran away. Healing beam day one is also really strong. You don't have to think. You just heal beam your big fat fuck, and then he's happy. Data reshaper, if you're pro, this thing's good, but you're not pro, so you suck. Don't use this. Goo gun, if you're pro, this is godlike. If you're not pro, you're just going to be coming all over the walls, and nobody wants that shit. Grappling hook is day one easy. You're literally Spider-Man. You point, you grapple, you swing, and you're like, cool, I'm a Spider-Man. Or if you're a boomer, you're like, oh, cool, I'm Tarzan. It doesn't matter. You're Tarzan with a gun. Grappling hook is day one, super, super easy. Mesh shield. If you played Overwatch, it's literally you activate it as a heavy and the big shield comes and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that shitty game. Good thing I'm playing the finals, a better game. Okay, now if you're pro, if you are godlike at aiming, if you know game sense, if you know how to bring the pain, then the BRF Titan is the thing, dude. This thing hits like a goddamn truck. And if you use Wench, you could probably get a one-hit kill to the head. It's basically the revolver for heavy. It's got 5 shots. The reload sucks, but it hits like a truck. Another heavy hitter is a repeater. You're not going to get any hipfire shots because you fucking suck as the noob, but if you quick scope and shoot, and you just use the lever and just lever shoot, you'll be amazing. Everybody will love you. But you really have to work on your aiming. If you don't know how to aim in this, don't even pick it. Another thread the needle gun is a KS-23 as a heavy. It's kind of like the repeater. You got to thread that needle. That little dot that you have, you got to put it on the guy and shoot. If the dot is like right here next to the shoulder, there's no spread. It'll just go right past him. No good, no good. That dot's got to be on the body somewhere for it to deal damage, but it's good damage. And if you're pro, 2 shots actually blows up a wall. So you can use that to your advantage and get more sight lines. Now, if you're pro, the revolver of the medium is great. We're going to put this above the Titan because I feel like the medium, this gun for the medium, it's got a ×2 multiplier for the head. So if you're good at headshots, the medium actually has player power. Heavy has player power because of this burst mentality of the RPG, Lockbolt, Winch, Shack 50. Light has player power because most of his guns are good DPS and they're just a speedy class anyway. So good luck shooting at what you can't see because they're all over the goddamn place. Now the medium, I don't think it has too much player power. It's just a lot of support like healing and jump pad and whatever. However, the revolver, I've seen some people who just only play revolver and they're good at it. I was like, damn, dog, you're doing hella good shit. And this one gun could just kill a whole team by itself. It's all about the player. So day one, if you're new to the game, don't play this gun. But if you're good, pick it up eventually. Now, another gun that's good is a goddamn sniper. This sniper on light, I love this thing. It hits hard. It has a scope. Basically, if you use this and any of the nades, if you use pyro nade and frag nade, the sniper is so strong. The combo is, so if let's just say light versus light. You shoot them, not in the head for instant kill, but let's say you shoot them upper body. Their life goes from 100% to like 2%. They're clinically dead. They just need a little more damage to kill them. So if you just need a little more damage to finish them off, then you have the pyronade. You just throw it, they burn, and then you get the win. The frag nade is to do it preemptively. If you know they're around the corner or you're about to push, you just throw a nade, let it explode, then they'll be in the zone where they're easy to take down, and then one shot and they're done. So nades and sniper are their best friends, man. You could say the same thing about the bow. I feel like the bow is kind of like the sniper because the secondary ability of the bow is a charge, and that charge, if you charge it all the way up, it hits fucking hard. So if you have a couple of nades and you get one good charge, then you're solid. And then the throwing knives. The throwing knives is basically the die version of sniper. The secondary is a charge. It hits hard again, like the sniper. So if you have nades and you have one charge, you're good. And then it's got a double throw. So it's just good for close range. These three weapons, the sniper, the bow, and the throwing knives, paired with the nades, are awesome. But you gotta be good. You gotta think ahead and throw nades, then shoot. And you also just have to just think. If you're not a good thinker, don't play any of these things. The next gun, only if you're pro, is the dualies, dude. If you're dualies, and we'll put that above the shotgun. The dualies, they're the heavy's mid-range to far-range gun. The hip fire is not as good. Each bullet, I think, does like 44 damage, and each melee does 40 damage. So it's basically an elbow, but with like 4 extra damage. I don't know. I don't think it's that good. But day one, you'll play this and be like, oh, I get the game. But then you get body ball, the fucking nonsense above that. And then you won't pick this shit up again. However, it's good with goo. If you're a goo player and you have dualies, it's actually pretty strong. You have a lot of play with that combo. Another gun that's good if you're pro is the ARN 220. This is actually like top, dude. It was like the Guinness Book of so much eliminations, and the only gun this guy was using was the ARN 220. He was just murking fools from downtown, and the ARN 20, the special build, it's like any other normal ass gun. It's not really that crazy good. However, it's got a hidden ability. Think of the FCAR or the AKM, but this is a taped mag. So you shoot, and instead of like reloading, grabbing a whole new mag, the mag's attached. So you just take the mag and put it here, and you get to shoot. That saves you so much seconds, so much time. It saves you so much time and energy that you just murk fools. Now, is it a good gun, close, mid, far, whatever? No. As a noob, you're going to suck at it. You're not going to be good with the ARN. No. Again, you're going to be an ARN, and you're going to be fighting a Shack 50 wench user, an M11 retard, a riot shield, and dual blades anime freak. These will just win. If it's going to be a day one loser versus a day one retard, you're going to lose. Now, if it's a pro, if it's going to be a loser retard versus a pro, of course the pro is going to win all the time because he's good at the game. He just has a natural sense of skill. Also, if you're good as a pro, Vanishing Bomb is basically the light version cloak, but as a utility. The Healing Ball is actually really good day one as a heavy. I forgot about that. Jump Pad is good if you're pro. If you just throw a jump pad on the floor, you're just going to jump in the air and then fall down. You'll be like, well, that was a waste. Medium sucks. And that's the experience you're going to do until you realize you can put that jump pad at a curve. Then it's actually really strong, but you're not going to think that. So it's only good if you're actually good at the game. Zipline is actually really good day one because if you're a retard, it's just you throw up a zip and you hang and then the job's done. Gateway is super strong if you're pro. Actually, we're going to put this all the way up here next to the ARN 220. The Gateway, you throw a portal and then you throw another portal, and you go through the portal. So if you play the game Portal, this is the gun. H-Infuser is also really strong for just like day one if you're light, but Breach Drill is the only thing of the medium that's like really, I love it. Basically, it has this real loud sound going, "Arr!" And then after that, just boom, it blows up and it shoots a flashbang on the other side. If you love DMAT, but you're like, man, I really want Shockwave, you can take DMAT out and bring Breach Drill, and you have a way to go through a wall. Now the med class. The med class is all the guns are like, meh, they're good, they're bad, they're whatever, they're just there. But again, this is a tier list for day one noobs. This will just waste your time and you won't even understand anything about these guns. LH1, it's actually really cool, but it's meh. Tracking dart is also meh. The double barrel shotgun is meh as well. You actually have to like be close to get a kill. But for the noobs, this is just a meh weapon. You're going to play this once, realize you die, realize you suck, and then you're going to go back playing a riot shield because you realize that's actually really stronger than that. Realistically, probably not, but again, this is day one shit. Cerberus is like the double barrel, but for medium, and that means you got to play a medium. And I don't. And again, newbies, lights, and heavies are your best friends. Mediums are too advanced for you. M60, I actually really like this gun. I use this all the time as a heavy, but It's just a meh weapon. If you just want a lot of bullets as a heavy, this is a cool gun. If you want even more bullets, you do the minigun. And I too like the minigun, but it's just meh compared to all the other bullshit the game has. The dagger is also meh. If you're good and if you're pro, it's awesome. It's literally a one-hit KO. If you dash and backstab, you could just kill whole teams with this. But again, you're light, so you have no health. You have to be quick. You're either going to do the air dashing, the grappling hook, or the cloak. And that's if the opponent doesn't put their back towards a wall, like you're kind of screwed. But the dagger is only good if you're pro and you actually use your brain, which I know a lot of you don't have. Defib, it's kind of meh. I mean, it just resurrects your friend. And as a noob, you're probably not going to do that anyways. It's actually good if you're pro and you pick up your friends and actually not be an asshole. Pike is like a whatever for the medium class. I mean, why play Pike when you can play FCAR? If you play FCAR or P90 or AKM or the crossbow, why play Pike? And the Matter, I'm putting the Matter as the best mech gun because I think someone told me that the Matter is, it's a light shotgun that has never been buffed or nerfed in the entire game. So the devs, the player community, everybody says this gun is just okay. It's a fair gun. And usually when you play a video game, you want to play fair, but you also want to play dirty. So you're going to pick a top tier. Matter is not top tier. It's just fair. So you could be a really good fair player, but I mean, bruh, good luck with a Shaq 50. That should just, you just turn your brain off and let AI play the game for you and you just win. And then that's about it. The rest is just like nades and bullshit. All the mines are fine. They're just D. They're like mine class. We'll change this to mine class. Mines and stuff. Mines and stuff. All this is just like whatever. APS turret is a good counter against nades. The barricade's just, it's like goo. Let's put that next to goo. Where's goo at? Yeah, but if you're good, if you're pro, because you can jump over it for obstacles and, height advantage, whatever. Breeze charge is like okay, but it's not as good as the others. Dome shield's pretty good day one. It's just like the mesh shield, so we'll put it right next to the mesh shield. It's literally the same thing. Instead of an ability, it's like a throwable. Flashbangs, like whatever. Gas nades, whatever. I mean, technically, gas nade's pretty strong. Not going to lie. Glitch nade is super strong. But again, day one, you're going to look at glitch nade and be like, it doesn't deal damage. I guess it's ass, but it's actually really good, dude. Gravity Vortex is okay. Goo nade is actually really good. And I want to say good if you're pro, but you know what? This video is already going to be too long, so we'll put that down there. Hover pad's ass. That's true. Oh, this is ass. It's like a jump pad in the air with no jump. So if you put it in the air, you can vault on it and stay up there. And there's like some cheeky things you could do. You could move it in a way with explosives, and you rain down fire from above. It's super niche. It's super hard to set up. And if you're playing against people that know what they're doing, like I've never seen hoverpad used in a cool way consistently. It's always in a fun in a meme way. And memes are dreams, dog. So hoverpad's ass. Motion sensor is really, really strong, and the sonar grenade is also strong day one. I would put it at day one S, but again, this video is getting too fucking long. Nullifier is actually really good too. And Pyromine's like whatever. Smoke nades, whatever. Stun gun is actually really strong. And Thermal Bore. Okay, so Thermal Bore is a light's answer for walls. You know what? Fuck that. Fuck. We're making the rules as we go. Thermal Bore is day one, easy. I played Thermal Bore day one, and if someone's behind a wall, just blow that shit up as a light. It's awesome. Motion sensor is also good because you know where the enemy's at. Sonar grenade as well. And that's about it. This is my first attempt of a tier list for people who are just getting into the game. They want to try to be competitive with the least amount of effort, and maybe over time you'll get good and you'll get better, and then you can actually play the guns that you want and play the things that are strong. But if you're just day one, I would just want to be good and support my team and have fun. It's literally this, dude. It's Shaq 50, M11, FCAR, crossbow, AKM, P90, flamethrower, all the other fucking guns, but melee is also huge. In fact, you know what? Just to piss everybody off, this is my fucking list, so fuck you. Dual Blades is top tier along with Riot Shield, dog. These two are the best. And I mean, am I right or am I wrong? I think I'm right, dog, because again, if you're new to the game and you have all these cool players doing like cool like shooting and you're like, I'm not a good shot. Well, I got a shield. And then you get close and you just beat them to death. It's like, it's super good, dude. And the only reason why I know this is good, because all you motherfucking haters always leave me fucking comments saying, dude, you're gay. And you always leave me like hate comments. So if you're such a big hater only for these two things, that tells me that you kept dying by them a lot. And so that tells me, I guess it works, dog. So that's my tier list. It's super quick. It's easy. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the points don't fucking matter and none of the shit matters. What does matter is if you do play the game day one, what can you do to have fun? And what can you do to actually be a little bit good? I'm going to stand true by it, man. I played this game for the last month. And out of my experience, from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, playing against a bunch of team compositions, triple lights, triple mediums, triple heavies, a light, medium, heavy, 2 mediums and a heavy, 2 mediums and a light, 2 heavies and a light. Any different combination of guns and equipment, I can tell you what is the most annoying. And it's literally melee, dude. Melee is the most annoying to deal with. You can actually not only be annoying with it, but actually do well. Shack 50 and M11s and FCARs, man. Those are the top other 3 that aren't melee. They're just guns and they work fine. And then if you want to be super cheeky, it's just flamethrower and lockbolt. That's the easiest brain dead combo you could do. Just shoot a lockbolt, put them in chains, and just flame them. And they try to run away from you. And it's just false hope, dude, because you're just going to burn them alive. So is this tier list the tier list that you should focus and 1,000 years from now, generations will look back on this video and say, Joe Star was right? No, it ain't going to be that type of tier list, dog. This is for noobs who just got in the game. They want somebody, they also want a loser retard to tell another loser retard of what to play. And I'm telling you, out of my experience, this is the one that gives you the most results. Now, you can like and comment and tell me if I'm wrong or tell me I'm right or just, say a funny joke or whatever. I'm all cool with that, but I hope this helps for some people to get in the finals. I hope it also makes people laugh a bit, seeing how stupid my decision making is. If I really wanted to piss you guys off, it'll literally be just Riot Shield and Dual Blades, and everything else is B. And you're going to be like, oh no, win. But I'm going to tell you this, dog. I used to play Magic the Gathering. And what I learned is that if you have one card that could target one card, it's fair. If you have one card that was able to kill 2 cards, that's pretty better. That's a higher tier than one card, right? One card takes out one card. One card takes out 2 cards. Oh, right? It just makes sense logically. The best card is not the one card that takes out one card or the one card that takes out 2 cards. It's the card that changes the rules of the game. That is the best card in existence in Magic the Gathering. Counterspell. You don't even get to play a card. I just change the rules and say, fuck you, you don't get to play. Or one of those enchantments that says if you get 50 life, you win the game. So while you're playing a set of rules to try to kill me and my life, I'm playing a whole different set of rules and just gaining life to just win without even touching you. Those cards are drastically more powerful than anything else. In this game, it's about time to kill. So if you have a gun that has a time to kill of 2 seconds, it probably is equal to another gun that does 2-second kill time. If a gun kills maybe 1 second quicker, must mean better than the 2, right? Now, there's all the other factors, reload and shit. But if a gun changes the rules of the game, it's probably really, really top tier godlike. And that's the shield and the swords, man. While you're playing a set of rules that allow bullets to hit me in the face, I'm playing my own rules and says, nope, or like a shield. Good luck shooting that shit. I have to get close to you to like melee you. But as a newbie, you just wait for the reload. This don't matter. None of this shit matters. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.